Hello everyone. In this video, we're going to look at how you can create an AKO or answer key only assessment. This means that you already have a paper copy of an assessment and you would like to make a Scantron or bubble sheet that matches your paper copy assessment. Students will read the paper copy and will mark their answers on the bubble sheet. So we're either going to go to the waffle and select assessments or come here to the create assessments card, click once to flip it over and choose AKO. As with any test, you must have a unique name. You choose a subject and then everything else can remain as is. Just as with the item bank assessment, you can use the next button to navigate, or you can click the next step in the test wizard. I'm seeing the math standards because that's the subject that I selected. You would choose your grade level and select your standards. You can select as many as you would like. You can even come up and add additional subjects and have a test that spans several different disciplines. Going to say next. Now we want to tell School City how many items are going to be on the test, and then you'll say update. So because I selected 5, it gives me 5 questions. It does default to multiple choice, but there are some other selections that I can make. Let's say that I do want the first question to be multiple choice, but instead of 4 answer choices, I would like to have 5. I need to select what the correct answer should be so that School City can score it. Make any changes to point values that I would like. You can see that the default is 1 point each, and then you'll select the standard that goes with that question. And then you'll continue through your bubble sheet making those selections. However, that can get a little tedious, so there is a really nice feature over here on the right-hand side under Functions. You click the drop-down arrow. It allows me to copy this full item, and it says, where do I want to copy it to? So what if question 4 is also a multiple choice? I can click that and apply, and then that's going to put it down there, and all I need to do is come in and change my answer choice and possibly change my standard. So you'll go through and fill out your bubble sheet this way. I'm going to change this one to a constructed response so that you can see what that looks like. I can bump up my point value and I can add whatever multiplier to the point value that I would like. Again, select your standard. If I needed to copy that, I could. Let's look at a numerical response where a student for this math test would type in an actual numerical answer. Notice I need to select a template for them to see on their paper. If they were taking this as an online answer sheet, you would need to choose one of these grids for them to be able to bubble in. So I'll say select this template, and then I will put in the correct answer. Let's say the correct answer is 12. You can also add a tolerance if you would like to do so. Either the answer is exactly 12 or they can deviate from that somewhat. I'm going to make it a tolerance of 0, meaning that the answer has to be exactly 12. Changing my point value, and I'm selecting a standard. All right, I'm going to quickly fill out the rest of the bubble sheet here. Notice that you also have an option under these multiple choice questions to add a rationale. You could click there and you would get the option to say why an answer was correct or incorrect, and then you have the ability to release that to students as when they get their results, if you would like to do so. All right, I'm going to say next. If there's anything that you've forgotten to do on that step, it will not let you go forward. So if it lets you go forward, you know that you have filled in everything that you needed to do. On this step, we're choosing a performance level, just as we did for the online assessment. School City does need to know how to score the assessment and how you want your students sorted into specific performance bands. So as always, the best thing to do here is simply say load from available templates. You can choose one of the existing templates. Just please do not choose anything that says F&P because that will skew your results. Make sure you choose a template, and then when you move out to the side, you choose the words apply this template right beside the name of the template. Once you have selected a template, you may change the point values any way you wish. So you're not locked in to those point values. You're simply selecting a template to make it easier than building from scratch. You can also change the wording here if you do not like the way that it's worded. I'm going to say next. I'm looking at my administration window if I need to change it right now so that the assessment is available to assign longer. I can do that. This is a scanning test. I can also make it an online test where students would see a PDF copy of the paper copy assessment with the online bubble sheet displayed beside it. They would see the assessment on the left, the PDF of that, and then they would see the online bubble sheet on the right. If I want that to happen, I have to select online answer sheet, and then I must upload the PDF right here. So that's an option that you definitely have. We're going to continue as if this were only a scanning test. You can set the date for which you would like to print your bubble sheet for students. Notice that that 417 to 523 right there matches the administration window almost exactly. You are able to print just a few days before you're able to scan and assign those to students. I could, at this time, also make this a personalized review assignment. That means that I could add resources such as videos for my students to watch based upon how they perform on the test. After the test is over, those resources would be released to them based upon their results, and I could go in and track their completion of those activities. Once you have done everything that you want to do, you would click Publish. I do want to also mention that GradeCam is an option that is built in up here. GradeCam is also a scanning test. If you simply choose scanning, you will scan on the big scanners that are located somewhere in your building. You'll scan all your Scantron sheets at one time, and it'll feed through the machine. If you select GradeCam, you also have the option of printing GradeCam bubble sheets, and these can be scanned with any document or web camera, even the camera on a Chromebook. So if you wish for students to score themselves using Chromebook, that's entirely possible. Once you click the Publish button, then you say, "No, thank you, I'm done." And this test is ready for students to take just as soon as you print your answer sheets.